guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the test server on the free-to-play account and we're looking at the Summer's Radiance. So just from our login event, so we have another one of these coming, which is awesome because this is resources for Merlin, guys. That is right. You can go ahead and you can stack your Labyrinth tokens in here, your hero coins, and of course your guild coins. So you make sure you have enough for Merlin when he is out. We still do have a considerable amount of time before he's out. I think 50 plus days at this point, but you can pick up that Summer Radiance package as well as a free Hero's Choice chest. Looking in the heroes here, we have Flora, we have Peggy, I would pass. We have Satrana, I would pass as well. We also do have Solus in here, and then we do have Isabella. Solus again with the pass. Isabella, possibility she is pretty good in the Graveborn Tower, especially because of the crowd control aspect that you build, but ultimately I would go ahead and pick up a copy of Flora. Every copy of Flora that you're picking out, remember, you are saving 150,000 Challenger tokens. We know Merlin is going to be added to the Challenger shop, but you also have Athalia in there, you have Aziz in there, you have Zolrath, you have a lot of other heroes. So out of here, definitely going to be the solid choice with going with Flora, of course. So again, very cool. You're going to get some free resources out of here, which I absolutely love. So after you're picking up a copy of Flora, there's a couple things that I want to cover because a lot of players that don't have Flora built, there's a couple ways that you can actually use her. So I just wanted to cover it really quick because we do get quite a few copies of Flora. So if you're building Flora up, you're not going to be able to use her for the Thorn Cheese. So that's one of the things that I definitely want to talk about. So looking here, she is really built on the haste reduction. So reduces an enemy haste by 20 points for 4 seconds when the ability Swoop deals a critical strike. Reduces haste by 35 points. Then also when Flora's health is about 90%, the cooldown of Swoop. So she is really built around that haste reduction with the signature item, which is counterproductive when we look at Thorin in just a minute. So if you're going to build Flora for the Thorin Cheese, if you build the signature item and reduce the haste, again, you're either going to do the Flora kind of combination with Thorin in there or doing the Thorin Cheese. I made the mistake of building her up too quickly, and as a result, I can't really use them together, short of using her, I guess, to her abilities and just keeping Thorin there as the stall. But then I can't use the Thorin Cheese because I'm using more of the Flora combination. So again, with this and the big haste reduction, then of course we have her furniture right here. Enemies within the range of the ability Sea of Flowers lose 12 haste points. Losing this 12 haste point in correlation with Thorin, Thorin is going to take less damage because all of the enemies will be attacking slower because you have these haste reduction both from her signature item as well as from her furniture. So again, if you want to build her just to fly around when Thorin's on there for the possible cheese, go ahead and do not build her up too much because it doesn't work. It's very, very counterproductive from what we've seen. In addition, guys, with the Thorin Cheese in general, I can very rarely get this Thorin Cheese to work. Thorin Cheese, you want to build up Thorin as strong as you can. The couple big things with Thorin is when you're building him up is one, the signature item right here. The first 2 times that he enters the focusing phase of the retaliation ability, he can actually cheese once. You only need the signature item unlocked to be reliable. But if he can do it twice in one battle, so if he doesn't die too early or if he's not casting that ultimate ability, you can actually have a second chance with it. In addition, with his furniture, it does help considerably. One, when he does the resurrection, so after he dies the first time, he is going to draw enemies towards him and get a health recovery, allowing him to do a little bit more damage, a little bit survivability, till he gets enough of the energy to go ahead and build that up. 9 of 9, Thorin immediately recovers 150 energy points after he is brought back. Very powerful if you're relying on the Thorin Cheese because he needs the energy. He needs to get to that retaliation phase right here before he dies the second time or before he dies the first time. That is the only way that you can really effectively do the Thorin Cheese. One other caveat to this that I learned about the Thorin Cheese itself is when you're looking to cheese, it is really good to have Dura's Call on him. but not just him. If you're running exactly for a Thorin cheese, to really make this easier, there's really two little tricks. Is if you have this 5-star Dura's Call, you can actually, if the heroes are slain, allowing you to do the Thorin cheese, all the energy that the heroes have will be shared with him, allowing Thorin to ult faster because of the Dura's Call and the shared energy factor when it's at 5 stars. So that is definitely a way to, I guess, kind of cheese the cheese. The other thing is, again, putting this on multiple heroes to make it super effective, which is good. The other one is removing some of his armor. So if you look, especially when you get into stronger armor, is most people will take off this breastplate, removing a lot of the defense and a lot of the physical resistance that he has from the gear itself. So as we continue to build this up and the physical resistance gets higher and higher as you get to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Same with the defense. You want to lower these out. So a lot of players will actually remove this chest piece to effectively make all of the enemies hit him harder, which is exactly what you want. With that retaliation ability, the more damage that Thorin is taking, of course, the more damage that he is going to retaliate and dish right back out to the enemies. And the other big thing with this, guys, is 200% of the damage received by Thorin. This is the reason why it works so well, is when you look at Thorin in general, similar to Daemon, there is no cap. So there's no level restriction to the Thorin cheese. So as you get, 100 levels, 120, 150, or even higher with the level deficiency, and the enemies are doing more and more damage because of that level deficiency, the retaliation will still do 200% damage of the damage received, which again is super powerful because there is no cap. A lot of the heroes in here, they need to adjust the cap or remove some of the cap, allowing, again, Daemon, he has the same, there is no cap. So as the enemies get stronger, he gets stronger. Similar with Thorin, as the enemies are doing more damage to Thorin, he is getting stronger and stronger. So again, guys, make sure if you're doing the Thorin cheese, if you're bringing Flora into the mix, that you don't build her up too much. Because remember, even when Thorin dies, when he does the retaliation, Flora is always going to stay alive. If you have a big haste reduction on the enemies on the ground, Thorin is just going to be taking that much less damage, which is the reason a lot of players don't put Flora in there anymore. Or if you have Flora built, she is not super effective in there. I either run the Flora comp relying on the survivability of the stall of Thorin, not the cheese effect, or run the Thorin cheese effect, not including Flora in that combination, because you are not going to make that work if you have the signature item or the furniture built. Because looking at it, so with the Thorin cheese, again, the formation itself, a lot more heroes are going to go straight to Thorin because you have Flora who's going to be up here in the sky. So they are more likely to group all the way around Thorin, and it is still going to allow her to do a considerable amount of damage as she does, even when the enemies are grouped around him. But again, don't build up Flora too high because you don't want that haste reduction. So guys, that is the Thorin cheese. We have the brand new event that is up, or the brand new login event that is up. Very, very cool within the test server. It will be up usually within a day or two, the Summer's Radiance. So make sure you're picking up Flora. Just make sure that you're using Flora correctly. So again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.